Why do 90% of top developers swear by this roadmap? Stick around to find out. Hey there, aspiring developers. If you're dreaming of building eye-catching websites and interactive web apps, you're in the right place. In this video, we'll break down everything you need to know to become a front-end pro in 2025. First up, we'll start with the basics: HTML5 and CSS3. These are your bread and butter for creating the structure and style of your web pages. Then we'll dive into JavaScript fundamentals. Learn how to bring your sites to life with dynamic content and cool effects. Next, we'll explore DOM manipulation. Think of it as your magic wand for transforming web pages on the fly. But wait, there's more. We'll jump into modern front-end frameworks like React.js, master components, props, state, hooks, and routing to create real-world scalable projects. Whether you're just starting out or leveling up your skills, this roadmap has got you covered. Ready to code your future? Let's get started.
So this is the stage 1 fundamentals. Here we have HTML5, which is hypertext markup language, CSS3, cascading style sheets, JavaScript. Then we can go to HTML5, the first language that you need to learn to begin your front-end journey. HTML5 stands for hypertext markup language. This is standard markup language which is used to create the structure and content of web pages. You can consider the HTML5 as a skeleton of a human body. The main the bones that the skeleton structure is there now. So that is nothing but the HTML5. So here you can see this is the basic structure. You can see here the doc type HTML. This mentions that the document type is HTML, and we have the major HTML index lines. Then we have the head tag where we add our meta elements, and as well as we will add our title tag for the website. Then we have the body tag, inside which we will write all the HTML5 code that will be displayed in the browser, and we will end it with an HTML closing tag. So this is the core HTML tags that we have. First we have the heading tags. The heading tags start from h1 to h6, and these heading tags will reduce in size as we go from lower to higher. That is from h1 is the largest heading tag we have, and h6 is the smallest heading tag we have. The font size will be reduced for each and every heading tag that we have. That is for the h1 tag, h2 tag, h3 tag, h4, h5 and h6. Total 6 heading tags are available. And then we have the paragraph tag. So we use the paragraph tag whenever we want to write more content that you want to add, more lines of information that you want to add, then you can go for the paragraph tag. Then we have the anchor tag. So you can see here we can use the anchor tag. We have an attribute that is href, which will be used for referencing to any website or any page that you want to redirect. Whenever you want to click on that anchor tag, you can add that in this href argument that is provided here for the anchor tag. Here you can see I have added www.google.com. So whenever you click on this anchor tag, you will be moved to this particular location. So you can add any website URL here in the href section, which will be used to redirect to that particular page. Then we have the image tag, and you can see image tag is self-closing tag. You can see the remain tags like anchor tag, paragraph tag or heading tag. They have both starting and ending tags. But for the image tag, it is a self-closing tag. You can see we don't have extra image tag, that is the ending image tag will not be available here. And we have two attributes here. You can see one is the source, which will be used to link your image that you want to add. Here you can see I have added the logo.png. And alt tag is that whenever the image doesn't display in the website and you want to mention to the user that okay, so in this place we have an image, and that image is nothing but the logo, you can mention in the alt in the image tag. Then we have the list elements. In the list we have two. One is the unordered list, and the second one is the ordered list. Unordered list has a list item similar to that. Ordered list also has a list item. Here the list item is the one where we mention what are the attributes and what are the details that you want to add in the list. Like you can mention your 5 favorite hobbies that you have. You can mention one after the another in the list item tag. The difference between unordered list and ordered list is that in the unordered list you will be having like star marks or the arrow marks. You can see it like similar way. Here you can see it, heading, paragraph, anchor tags have the arrow marks, right? In such a format, only we'll get in the unordered list. But in the order list, we'll get in the format like numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In an ordered manner, we will also get ABCD also, which is nothing but the ordered list. Then you can go to form. Just one second. You can go to form. Form is one of the important topic in the HTML5. Definitely try to learn it. It will be used for login and registration forms that you have, or any forms that you want to fill by the user. You can use this form element that is available in the HTML5 structure. So it is one of the major topics that are there in the HTML file. So you can see this is the structure of the entire form and all the details, all the inputs that you can give in the form element. First is the label one. You can see the label. Label is nothing but the name that you want to give to any input that you are going to give in the form, right? So like name. Name is the label that I have given, and for that name I'm giving an input. You can see input tag is a self-closing tag here, and I'm adding the type. The type is nothing but the text, email, or submit. Anything you can have. There are a lot more types that are available for the form element. So here I'm using label as name, right? So name is nothing but text. So I'm gonna use for the input type text. So what it will do that it will create a input box which only accepts the text element. So only it will accept the words that we're going to enter. And if you mention email, and if you don't, if you mention email, then it will consider the input data to be an email. And for email, what is the major thing is that at the date gmail.com or email.com is mandatory for any email, right? So it's gonna validate that. That is the importance of using a type. So it will automatically validate. You don't have to write another JavaScript code and check whether the user has entered the correct email or not. So it is one of the best things that is there in the HTML5 input tag, that is to add type function that we have here. That is, it can be a text, email, or submit. Then we have text area. So whenever you want to give the user to write a message or a paragraph of information that you want the user to write, then you can use the text area and you can mention the number of rows or columns that you want to provide to the user, so that you can write, so that we can get an enlarged box area where the user can showcase the information, or where the user can type the information. Then we have the select. You can see in lot of forms we have options, right? Yes or no options will be there, like do you live in India? Then we have options given below. One is yes and one is no. You can click on that. To create that option, we use select and option tags that are available in the form. So select, in that select, we will add as many options as you want. Here you can see I've added yes. You can also add another option where no, and these two options will be displayed to you in the main browser. So you can select the option either yes or no. So these are the main tags that are available in the form element. So form is one of the important topic in HTML5, and one of the most important topic for the front-end development, because you definitely need to have a login or registration form to your website, right? So it is one of the very important topics. Definitely try to learn it, and you can see all this information here only it is available. So the only thing is that you have to practice more, create more forms, use all the type functions that are available, all the attributes that we have, so that you can be able to master them. Multimedia elements in the HTML5. So multimedia is nothing but audio, video, and source. So these three tags are called as multimedia elements. So whenever you want to add audio element into the into the browser, then you have to use this audio tag. You can see audio is in the audio tag we have added controls. So what does this controls do? This controls is nothing but it is an attribute. By adding this attribute, we will get an pause button to the audio function that we have added. Just think that you have added an audio, that is music.mp3 is added to your website. So by adding the control, what will happen is that you will also get the control panel, like the pause button, stop button, or the volume up and down button that we have in the websites, right? So that will be added by adding the controls. So this is very important, that you need to add the control if you want to fast forward, or speed the data. Then you can add this control to the audio tag. You can see source, SRC is nothing but source, where you have to mention the music name. Here you can see music.mp3. Then we have the video tag. It is similar to the audio tag controls. Then we have the source, that is app.mp4. Then we have the source tag. Source is nothing but whenever you can add multiple one. You can add a audio or you can also add a video. You just have to mention the type of the source only. So it will recognize, okay, this right now we are adding the source is app.mp4. So we are also mentioning type equal to video/mp4. Okay. So this is a video element. So we have to by that the computer will be able to understand that, okay, here the person is adding a video, so I have to render it as a video element. So it is one of the important topics in the HTML file, because we add lot of videos, presentations in the website, right? So it is very important to know these things. Then we can go to the next topic, which is one of the major topics that we have in HTML5, which is table. Creation of table is very important in your website. It can be showcasing your education details, like which school you have studied, which year you have passed out, or which grade you got. So, and also your experience information like company name, what is your role, how much you got paid. So this information can be shown in your website, right? So table is one of the most important topics that are available in the HTML5. So here this is the code. This is the basic code that we have for the table. Then we have the table row. In the table row, we have the table head. So table headings are written as using the th, that is nothing but table heading. Then we can create. So why is there are two rows? You can see here the first row tr is nothing but the table row. We'll create the headings, like you can see here name, age, country comes under the table row, first table row, where I'm adding the table head and I'm adding the table head names, that is name, age and country. Then we are creating another table row where I'm using td, which is nothing but table data. So whatever the name that I have, right, for that I want to add a data like Harry here. You can see Harry is the data that I want to add for the name element. So I can add it by using the table data tag that we have in the table concept. Here you can see this is the table data. Then I can mention age for that also, for also country also. You can just have to write here, right? Create another table data tag and write like age equal 28. Then we can also write country for that Britain. You can see how the format is there here. Like if you mention that, you can see here, like if I mention table head, table heading, right? In that place I mention name, age and country. So in the same format, you have to mention the data also, table data also. You have to mention the same format, because it will take line by line, right? So first one you have the name, and in the table data row you are writing the age, means it will be like wrong, right? Wrong information we are displaying. So you have to be very concentrated here. So whatever the heading scenario that you have used, the one after the another, the same way you have to enter the table data also. And in the table we have also had a grouping method. What is that grouping method? Is nothing but whenever we want to group any elements, then we have the main three grouping elements. One is the table head, which is where you can write the table headings. Table body, that is the table data that we can group by using the table body, t body. And table foot is nothing but the table footer that we want to add any information, like okay, this table consists the data details about particular so and so. We can use the table foot. So to use it for grouping all table elements, we use table head, table body, table foot. So is one of the major topics in HTML5. So definitely try to learn it. This is one of the major topics. So the only thing is that you have to practice. So all the things I'm explaining here itself, you just have to take your VS Code or any code editor that you want to take, and just practice, because practice is the only thing that will help you to memorize the details, right? So next we have the semantic HTML5 elements. What is this semantic? Semantic means human and machine readable. So we can be able to understand the information, at the same time the machine can also understand what tags we are mentioning here. We can see header. So header is nothing but the topmost value of the any website, or the topmost place is nothing but the header. So it is one of the human understandable code, right? header. My site here I'm using as a my site is a name. Then we have the nav. Nav is nothing but the nav bar. Nav bar that we have at the top element. Then we have the section. For each and every section, in the website we have each and every section, right? The about me section. Then we have my education section. Then we have my work section. So that is done by using section tag. Then we have article. So article is nothing but blog post, or you want to add two more elements together, then you can use an article. Aside is nothing but the sidebar. You can see here the sidebar. Aside is nothing but the sidebar where you can mention the graphs, or you can mention the uh, time. You can have the quick links uh, some information about your projects. You can add those links in the asset bar. Then we have the footer. Footer is the downmost part of the website where you add the links to your social media icons, or links to any website that you want to move, or privacy policy that you want to add. You can add in the footer element. And main is the main content, that is it will consist entire article sections. These asset, this all comes under main section. Okay, the semantic HTML5 elements are nothing but human and machine readable tags or elements are called as semantic HTML5 elements. Okay, next we can go to meta tags. So meta tags are nothing but one of the most important tags that we use in our website for majorly for SEO purposes, so that our website can be topped in the Google search, so that the users can be able to access our web page soon without any delay. So for that we use the meta tags. You can see first one is the character encoding, supports all languages, which we use for to mention that okay, our website is available in all languages and it can be easily decoded by the web browser, and it can be displayed. Then we have the mobile responsive setting. So it is nothing but the setting that we use for viewport. Here we are mentioning using the content width is device width. So whatever the width of the device that you are using, right? Like you're using the laptop, you're using the mobile phone, so that width will be taken into consideration when we are viewing the website. That is done by using the mobile responsive setting that we have here. Then we have the title of the web page. So whenever we have to mention the title, right? So what we call our most of the website like personal portfolio website, or you can call our e-commerce website like tech e-commerce website. So you can mention that name here in the website title form, that is using the title tag. So these are the meta tags which are only be residing inside head tag, head section in the HTML file, HTML file. So that ends the HTML5. You can see hypertext markup language is one of the standard markup language. You can also consider it as a skeleton of the website. So this is the basic structures, core elements we have gone through: form element, then multimedia elements, table creation, semantic HTML5 elements, meta tags. So these are all the major topics that you need to learn. These are the major topics that you have to master the HTML5. So just go through this tutorial once again and practice them in your VS Code or any code editor that you have. It will be more helpful for you, because practice is the only thing that will make you remember most of these topics. Uh, and next we can go to the CSS, it is cascading style sheets. So here we go. This is the concept that we are going to learn. First one is the basics of CSS3. Then we have the ways to apply CSS, how we can apply CSS to our HTML5, HTML index.html page. Then we have the CSS selectors, box model, colors, units and typography, positioning and layout, responsive design, and advanced features. What are the advanced features that we have in the CSS? So CSS is nothing but it is used to style and layout HTML elements. So as I told you, HTML is a skeleton, right? So what is CSS? CSS is the flesh, the color, the body that we have, right? So the eyes color or the skin tone, that is done by the CSS. So it gives a very good look to a human being. You can't expect a human being when you're seeing him through a skeleton, right? We expect him to have some face, some movement on his face, like his eyes, the way he smile or anything. So that is done by using the CSS, right? It is used to style and lay out the HTML5 elements. So what is selector? Selector is nothing but targets the HTML element. So P is nothing but the paragraph element. So what does the selector do? How you will add that color to that particular paragraph is that we have to mention P, and you can add the inside the brackets, inside the flower parentheses that we have, flower brackets we have, you can mention the color, or you can mention the background color that you want to change for the paragraph element. You want to add the font size, you can mention here. This is done. This is nothing but selector. How you select a particular HTML element. Then we have the property. So property is nothing but the style you want to that you want to change. Here I want to change the color of the paragraph tag, right? So this color is nothing but the property. Then we have the value. So what is that value? The setting for a property. So property is what we are want to change the color of the paragraph element. And what is the value that we are adding here? The value is red. Red is the value. So this red color we want to add it to the paragraph element, which is the value to the property, and property is added to the selector. You can see how they are interlinked. Then we have the declaration block. A group of property value pairs are nothing but the declaration block. You can see color red, font size 2 pixel. So this is the declaration block. You can see this is the basic syntax. Then we can see we can apply different ways to apply CSS. How we can apply CSS to our HTML page in different ways. First one is the inline CSS. So what is this inline CSS? CSS inside an HTML tag is nothing but inline CSS. So P is the paragraph tag, right? So for the paragraph tag, I'm directly applying the style here. So I'm adding style equal to, and I'm changing color equal to red. This is nothing but the inline style that we add directly to any particular HTML element that you want to add. Then we have internal CSS. Internal CSS nothing but we're gonna use the style tag within HTML. We will add this style tag inside our head section in the HTML. Then in that style tag we will add the colors by taking a selector. Like here I'm using the P tag, paragraph tag, I'm adding the color equal to red. So this is done. This is nothing but the internal CSS. We are adding the style tag in our head section, and we are applying the style to it, to the particular element of the HTML element. That is nothing but the internal CSS. Then we have the external CSS. When you create a separate .css file, I'll link that file to the HTML file. How do you link it? Using the link tag, and you'll add relation. Here we have the style sheet. Then we have the h reference, which is style.css. So .css file is nothing but the CSS main file. So every main CSS file should have .css as an extension. So, and you by using this link tag, we will add the CSS file to our HTML page. That is nothing but the external CSS. These are the three ways that you can add the CSS to the HTML. One is inline CSS, internal CSS, and external CSS. Then we can go to the CSS3 selectors. So what are these selectors? First we have the universal selector. So what is universal selector? It targets all elements. When you want to apply some changes to all the elements that are present in the website, then you will use universal selector. Here the universal selector is nothing but asterisk. By mentioning the asterisk and mentioning the data inside the flower brackets, whatever the style that you want to add, that will be applied to all the elements that are present in the HTML5 tags, okay, to the entire page. Then we have element selector. Specific HTML tags will be selected. That is nothing but the element selector. Here you can see we are selecting h1, which is the heading 1 tag, and for that we are changing the font size equal to 2 pixel. Then we have class selector. Elements with specific class. For every paragraph element or for every HTML element, we can add class attribute to it. Class, or you can also add ID to it. Class or ID is nothing but a name that we provide to particular HTML tags, which will be used to apply the CSS. So here the class selector, what will do is that whatever the class value that we have given to the HTML element will be called, you can see, by using the dot method. So for calling any class, we use dot, then we write the class name. Here I am using btn. Btn is nothing but the button. For the button tag, I have added the class equal to btn. So I'm calling the class selector here by using .btn and I'm adding the color equal to red. So whatever the element that has the btn as a class, then the color red will be applied to it. This is nothing but elements with specific class, which is the class selector. And similar way we have the id selector, elements with specific id. And for the id selector we use hash. For the class selector we use dot, and for the id selector we use hash. The same code. Then we can go to the group selector. When you want to select more than elements, more than one elements, like multiple elements together, then use the group selector. Here this is the syntax h1 comma p. I want to select both h1 heading one element as well as paragraph element. For both of them I want to change the color equal to red. So this is the font, this is the tag, this is how we write the code. Then we have pseudo classes. Classes is nothing but element in a specific state, like hover effect. So whenever you hover onto any button, it will glow. Or in any website, if you have seen, hover effect is nothing but whenever you hover onto any element, the color may change, the background may change. Mostly it is used for the buttons and for the anchor elements of the keywords and the links that we have. We use this hover effect. And so when what is this? Nothing but is these are the pseudo classes. So we want to add to the button that a hover effect, but whenever you hover onto the button, we want the color to change to red. That is, the button color will change to red. Then we have pseudo elements, part of an element. So we want to change only small part of element, small data that you want to add. Then the before or after effect is nothing but the pseudo elements. Here you can see the p tag has the pseudo element of after. For that, content is nothing but the slice that we have added here. These are all the CSS selectors: universal selector, asterisk, element selector, specific HTML tag, class selector or ID selector is the name that we can give, class name or ID name that we give to any specific HTML element, and we can call them to our to apply the CSS styles. By for the class element we use dot format, and for the ID elements we use the hash format. Then we have the group selector for the multiple elements that we want to add the same format. Then we have pseudo classes, that is the hover effect, and in pseudo elements, that is nothing but the after and before effect. Then we can go to the box model. Box model is one of the most important thing in the CSS3 and one of the most important thing that you need to learn. Box model is nothing but every element is a box made of content, padding, border and margin. So these four elements what makes the box model. Here you can see that content is nothing but the information that we write, right? Like my name is Ajay, my name is Abhi, or my name is Raju. So this is the content that I have written, and for that it has padding. What is padding? Padding is space inside the element. So you can consider here, you can see the box model, the information that I have written here, right? Box model is the heading that we have. So for this box model, it is inside a box that is not visible to a human eye, but this box model has padding. Padding is nothing but space inside the element. So that whenever you add the padding, the size of the words will reduce and it will increase the inside width. Then we have the border. Border is nothing but the line surrounding the padding. So whatever the extremmost value is there, like you can see for this is the extremmost one, this is nothing but the border of the box model element. Then we have the margin, space outside the element. So whatever the space is outside the box, right? This white space that we have, this is nothing but the margin of that particular element. So these four values, that is the content, padding, border and margin, will specify the box model. That is nothing but every element is a box. In that metal is consisted of what? It consists of content, padding, border and margin. And this is how the syntax is added. Padding 10 pixel, border 2 pixel solid red, margin 20 pixel. Then we can go to the next one. There is colors, units and typography. So colors, what are colors? Colors are nothing but the colors that you add to your any section or any section of data or any element that you want to add. There are mainly three ways that you can add color. One is hexacode. You can use hash. FFF means white color. If you represent a white color, you can go to Google. You can find the hexacode for color elements, or you can directly mention the color. Like here I mentioned red, red, or you can also use RGB colors, which is nothing but red, green, blue colors. Here is the most olden time that we use, but recently we are mostly using hash codes, or we directly mention the name of that particular code. RGB is also used, which is 25500, which mentions the white color. And you can, by changing the values here, like 255, then we have 200, then we have 150 to create one color. So that is how you can use the colors. Three ways that you can add colors. That is by using the hexa code, or by directly mentioning the name of the color, or by using RGB, red, green, blue color. Then we have the units. Units is nothing but it will define the sizes. So font sizes can be in the format of pixel, it can be in the format of percentage, it can be in the format of EM or REM, or vertical width or vertical height. These are all the ways that you can mention the sizes of the elements, can give to the HTML elements. So by adding these elements, you can mention like you want to increase the size of the particular HTML file element, right? Then you can mention like 20 pixel, or no, I want to increase the size by 10 percentage. I want to add one AEM or one rem, or one vertical width or one vertical height that I want to add to the particular element. Then you can use this value. These are nothing but the units. Then we have the font and typography, which is nothing but control text style. You can see here, fonts and typography is nothing but the font style that you want to add. Here I am adding font family equal to Arial. Arial is one of the font families, most widely used font family. And font size is nothing but I want to change the size of the particular element, then I can use the font size. Then line height is the gap between each and every section. You can see here, color, units, and fonts and typography has a line height, which is the reason that you're getting space between each and every section. This is nothing but the line height, which is 1.5 here that I've taken. So these are the main things, that is colors, units, and typography. The colors can be added in three ways. One is using the hexa code, or by adding the name directly of the color, or by using RGB. And for the units which define the sizes of the elements, we have pixel, percentage, EM, REM, vertical width or vertical height. Then we have font and typography, which is nothing but the font family, font size, and line height, which will specify the text style that we want to add. Then we can go to next one, that is positioning and layout. So this position is nothing but how you want to position your elements, like you want to position the image that you have added to your website, or you want to position the any box that you have created, any blog post that you have created that you want to position. Then you can use the static, relative, absolute, fixed, or sticky. These are the position elements that you have here. Static means it will be fixed at the top. Okay, it will not move, it will be fixed at a particular position. Relative means that it will take the parent element, based on that it will place near it, which is nothing but the relative. Absolute means that so it will move upon to the parent element. It will be act as a child element, and it will move upon to the parent element, and it is used to align. You can see here I have a rectangular bar here, which is added by using the absolute method. Okay, you can understand it, right? Because I am hovering over onto the parent element. You can see this is the blue purple one. I am hovering onto it, and I am placing this rectangular tag, right? So this is nothing but by using the absolute. Absolute is nothing but you can hover onto the parent element, and you can place it at any position that you want. Fixed means it will stick to a particular position. Sticky means it will be placed on the top, but if you move to one section, another section, the navbar will be visible to you. That is nothing but a sticky. Then which controls how elements are placed on the page. Okay. Next we have the display. How element behaves in layout. Display is nothing but display flex. Okay. Flex means what means that if you have like 6 elements are there. Okay, 6 cards that you created, and they are going outside of the web page, because they are occupying more space, and only 3 cards are available. 3 cards are only visible, and the remaining 3 are not visible. They are moving outside, which is not visible to us. Then we can add the display method. So it will create a layout. If you use display flex, then 3 items will come up, and below 3 items will the remaining 3 items will be displayed. So every item will be displayed in the website. Okay. Then we have the flexbox. Flexbox is another powerful layout system to align items easily. So for the display method, we have flexbox as well as brick. These two are the display methods, one of the most important, most powerful display methods that we have here, layout systems that we have. which is Flexbox as well as grid. Grid is nothing but the 2D layout system with rows and columns. So it will create a rows as well as columns, and based on that format of we will create a grid. So this grid is used for display function. Okay, so these two are very important, flexbox and grid. And position is also very important whenever you want to hover on elements. You can see here how neatly the rectangle tag is added to the position and layout tag. Here you can see it very perfectly aligned. So this is how this is done by using the position element, right? So position is very important. Is one of the most important topics in the CSS, which is position, display function, and flexbox as well as grid. Okay. Next, you can go to the responsive design. So what is responsive design? Responsive design is nothing but whenever you want to make your website available in more than one device or more than one type of device. Like you can say I have a laptop and I have created a website which is only available, it can be only be viewed in the laptop. Okay, I want to make it available in the mobile version also. I want to change the uh, values of the website so that it will be visible in the mobile very neatly, so that all the items can be viewed in the mobile also. But laptop is very high screen size, right? Right, laptop is bigger than the mobile phone. Oh, four mobile phones combined, it will then only it will become one laptop. That I'm telling about the screen, right? So if so, the screen size is very different with the laptop. So we have to add some changes, like the we have to change display changes. We have to change the values like display, or we can change the font size values. We can change the size of the images that we have added. So that is done by using this media queries that we have. Apply styles based on screen size. Okay, that is nothing but the media queries. This is the one which we use for responsive web design. Okay, here this is the syntax at the date media, and we have to mention what is this maximum width. So maximum width 768 pixel means that, so this is the screen size that you are mentioning. Okay, this is the maximum width. So whatever the device which is maximum width is 768 pixel, below devices only this body font size equal to 10 pixel will be applied. Above devices it will not be applied. Okay, this is how you can mention maximum width, or you can also mention minimum width. So mentioning the screen size, we will add the particular changes that we want to add to our website so that it can be visible in the mobile or the laptop device based on our requirement. Okay, that is nothing but the media queries, which is used for responsive design. Then we have viewpoint meta tag, which is also used. As I told you in the meta tags, viewpoint is also used. That is content. You can mention the width equal to device width, initial scale equal to 1%. It is nothing but by mentioning the device width, that is, it will take the it will take the width of entire width of the particular device that we are using. Like we are using the mobile, then it will take the mobile screen size, and if you are using the laptop, it will take the laptop screen size. Then we have flexible units, like using the percentage, vertical height, vertical width, rem instead of pixel. Pixel is nothing but a fixed value. Pixel is the fixed value, but if you use percentage, you can mention 80%. What is 80%? The entire screen size will be considered as 100%, and we want the any item that we have added, like you can consider a card that I've created. Okay, and I want that card to take a space of 80% of the entire width, then I can add width equal to 80%. So the entire screen width will become 100%, and I only want to take 80%. This is nothing but a flexible unit. So it will help, because when you change it to the mobile screen, then you don't have to change any values, right? We are just telling we want to use the 80% of the screen size that is available. So we will take the mobile screen size, and in that 80% will be provided to that particular unit. This is nothing but a flexible unit. So most of the time, definitely try to use percentage, vertical height, or rem values. Rem values are mostly used. So it will give a very responsive, flexible units, which will be helpful for you in the creation of a responsive website design. Okay. Next. You can go to the advanced features of CSS3. We have transitions, smooth animations between two states. You can add. This is all 0.3 is nothing but all is nothing but the entire part that we have created. For that, we want to add transition. 0.3 seconds is the time that you want to add the transition effect to it. Is nothing but how you want to add like ease in, out. These are the transition values that we can add. How smoothly the transition should take place. Okay, that is done by using ease in and out. So there are three ways. Okay. Then we have transformations. Like what is transformation? Like we want to rotate, we want to scale the image. That means you want to enlarge the image when you hover onto it, or you want to degrade the image, or you want to move the elements towards right side, left side. You want to move towards up and below. Then we use the transformations. For that, we have the code equal to transform rotate 45 degrees. So this will only apply whenever you hover onto that particular element. Okay. So whenever you hover onto any element, for that the transform rotate equal to 45 degrees is mentioned. Then automatically whenever you hover onto the element will rotate 45 degrees. Okay. Next we have keyframes. Keyframes are nothing but to create custom animation. Okay. To create any custom animation we use keyframes. You can see I am creating a keyframe that is to slide. Okay. I want to slide my any card that I want to slide from left side. Okay. First I am giving from, in the from I am giving left equal to 0. So my image will be outside of the device. Okay, outside of the device screen, because I have mentioned left equal to 0. So it will move outside of my home screen device. Okay. Then I am in the to method I am using left equal to 100 pixel. Okay, that means I want to have a sliding effect which will be created. First, look at it 0% and you go to 100 pixel in just seconds of time, right? So to create a sliding effect of information that you added to this keyframe, okay, you just have to mention keyframe in the transform or transition. You can add the slide, okay, the slide tag which will be added here. This is the name of the keyframe which will be added in the transition. Then it will add this from and to this custom animation will be applied to it. Then we have flexbox and grid, which will add complex layouts. This is the very important topic in the CSS3. Flexbox and grid, one of the most important topics, because it will be also helpful in responsive web design. Okay, it will, you don't have to again write and again. You just have to mention small changes to improve your give a very professional look to your website. Then we have custom properties. Here custom properties are nothing but reusable variables. Okay. By using the root element, we can mention the colors or the font sizes that we want to use in the website, that you want to repeat again and again. But you don't want to write them again and again. You have to write, okay, color, blue color. Okay, next. I have to write hash f oh for the main color. So I don't have to write all of them. I can simply create a root element. Inside that root, I will create a name. Here you can see I created main color, and I'm giving that main color the value that is nothing but blue. You can give a hexacode value, you can give an RGB value here also. And how do you call this value into any element that you have? You just have to, for that particular element, if you want to change the color, you can add by using the var, and you can just give the name that you have given to that main property. Here it is main color. So the blue color will be directly added to that particular element, and you don't have to write again and again and again for each and every element. It will be very useful, because if you want to change the color, you don't like the color of the format, you don't have to go through each and every section. Okay, where I've written all this color, blue color, I have to change them all to another color. You don't have to do it. You just have to change the main color in the root element from blue to orange, and automatically all these values will be changed. That is the major reason it is considered as advanced feature in CSS3, which is custom properties, reusable variables. Okay, then we have pseudo classes. Styling based on input status. Pseudo classes are nothing but if you have like checked, or you can see input. Okay, so whenever you, this input is nothing but in the form elements we have the input tags, right? So whatever the form element, if you think that there is a checking value is there, okay, this checked is the status of that particular input tag we have. So you have to click a button, it will activate a tick mark on it. So whenever you get a tick mark, okay, then tick mark means that you have clicked on that particular button. Okay, then we will check for that checked button. What we have the background equal to green. Okay, I have clicked that button, so automatically the background will change into green color. This is nothing but the pseudo classes. Okay, styling based on input status, whether it is checked or not checked, whether it is yes or no. Based on that we can change the colors also. That is nothing but the pseudo classes. Then we have shadow effect. Creates, so it will create a very professional look to a website. So shadow effects are very important. You can create soft shadow effects by using box shadow, 2 pixel, 2 pixel, 10 pixel, and gray. You can also mention the colors But you want to add the shadow effect, you can add any colors that you want to add. Then we have border radius, create rounded corners. Okay, this is one of the most important topics also, you can say. You create a rounded border, you can also create an exact circle. Okay, you can create one rectangular box. You can just have to mention border radius equal to 50%. It will create an exact circle. Okay, it is also one of the advanced features that are available in the CSS. So this is all about the HTML, CSS. Okay, so the next part will be on JavaScript, and stay tuned to the channel. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And we'll also come up with a live where I will be showing you each and every tag. I will going to explain you in the VS Code, Visual Studio Code. So definitely subscribe to my channel, and if you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Now let's go through each and every slide. Right now we are in the home section. You can see hover effect on the navbar elements, and you can see an infinity loop of elements here which disclose what the person does, YouTuber, developer. You can see the hover effect on the buttons, and this infinite loop of names that are repeating here is done by using JavaScript library, that is typed JavaScript library. And you can see the sticky navbar as we move to the next section. This is the about section, and you can see the same here. Then you can see the contact me as well as download CV button. Then we can go to the my services. You can see the hover effect and how neatly we have aligned them using the box shadow effect as well, and as well as the icons also. Then we can go to the skills section. Here we have created the bar type representation of our skills. You can see 75%, 80% using CSS and HTML. Then we can go to the testimonial section. You can see here this is done by JavaScript library. Here also we are using JavaScript library for this testimonial section. You can see as it moves from one to the another. You can see like that way, and we can also move from one to another. And then we can go to the contact me section. You can see here we have added the icons as well as the form element and send me button, and you can see an up arrow button to move back to the starting page of the portfolio website. The entire website is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, very beginner friendly, as well as it is very responsive portfolio website. That is, it is also available in mobile as well as in tab view. Let me show you the mobile view of the website. You can see this is the mobile view of the website. How perfectly they have all been aligned exactly based on the size of the mobile device. You can see here, we can see the testimonial section, proper alignment as well as the button below it so that we can be able to move. And it is an infinity loop, it will continuously move, showcasing all the testimonials to us. And you can see the contact me section. And now let's see the navbar also. You can see this is the navbar. Very quick, very responsive navbar we have, perfectly aligned, and you can see the hover effects and all. This website is entirely responsive, so it is also available in tab view. This is the tab version of the website. You can see perfectly aligned. You can see two testimonials are right now be showing. And then you can see the contact me section. You can go back to the starting page. So it is a very beginner friendly project and a very professional website, portfolio website. You can make it, it is very useful for you for your resume building, also for your recruiter for getting your first job. And I hope you like the content. I hope you like the portfolio that I've designed. If you want to create your own, the source code and the starter files are available in the description of this video. And if you like the video, please do like, share, and subscribe. Now there are a lot of tutorials available on my YouTube channel. You can see the full tutorials. You can get the source code available there. And if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment section. And I would love to know your responses. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks a lot. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Now let's go through each and every slide. Right now we are in the home section. You can see hover effect on the navbar elements, and you can see an infinity loop of elements here which disclose what the person does, YouTuber, developer. You can see the hover effect on the buttons, and this infinite loop of names that are repeating here is done by using JavaScript library, that is typed JavaScript library. And you can see the sticky navbar as we move to the next section. This is the about section, and you can see the same here. Then you can see the contact me as well as download CV button. Then we can go to the my services. You can see the hover effect and how neatly we have aligned them using the box shadow effect as well, and as well as the icons also. Then we can go to the skills section. Here we have created the bar type representation of our skills. You can see 75%, 80% using CSS and HTML. Then we can go to the testimonial section. You can see here this is done by JavaScript library. Here also we are using JavaScript library for this testimonial section. You can see as it moves from one to the another. You can see like that way, and we can also move from one to another. And then we can go to the contact me section. You can see here we have added the icons as well as the form element and send me button, and you can see an up arrow button to move back to the starting page of the portfolio website. The entire website is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, very beginner friendly, as well as it is very responsive portfolio website. That is, it is also available in mobile as well as in tab view. Let me show you the mobile view of the website. You can see this is the mobile view of the website. How perfectly they have all been aligned exactly based on the size of the mobile device. You can see here, we can see the testimonial section, proper alignment as well as the button below it so that we can be able to move. And it is an infinity loop. It will continuously move, showcasing all the testimonials to us. And you can see the contact me section. And now let's see the navbar also. You can see this is the navbar. Very quick, very responsive navbar we have. Perfectly aligned. And you can see the hover effects and all. This website is entirely responsive, so it is also available in tab view. This is the tab version of the website. You can see perfectly aligned. You can see two testimonials are right now be showing. And then you can see the contact me section. You can go back to the starting page. So it is a very beginner friendly project and a very professional website, portfolio website. You can make it, it is very useful for you for your resume building, also for your recruiter for getting your first job. And I hope you like the content. I hope you like the portfolio that I've designed. If you want to create your own, the source code and the startup files are available in the description of this video. And if you like the video, please do like, share and subscribe. Now there are a lot of tutorials available on the on my YouTube channel. You can see the full tutorials. You can get the source code available there. And if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment section, and I would love to know your responses. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks a lot. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. A home page with an light mode and dark mode feature. So now let's go to the website. As you can see, right now we are in the navbar. You can see the underline effect below it. Now you can see the animation effect. Whenever you hover onto the main title, you can see art, a few moments, and you can see the underline effect for the navbar. And you can see a theme change button, that is moon button. You can change the theme of the portfolio head homepage. You can see how neatly we have done it by changing from light mode to dark mode, and you can see the social media icons that we have added like YouTube, and you can see the hover effect, how neatly it is evolving, and we can see the properly alignment of the social media icons, as well as we have also aligned our uh, icons like or skill icons like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.js as well. And you can see a smooth transition gradient text that we have done. And as you have already seen, we have also added the light dark mode to it, and you can see very cool effect. Uh, you can see the color changes from dark to white color. Now let's go. The home page is made out of it is responsive. That is, it is also available in tab as well as in mobile version. Let me show you that. So now let's go to the mobile version. You can see this is the mobile version of the responsive portfolio homepage. You can see we have the menu bar also here. There's no transition of menu bar, and we have the light and dark mode feature as well. And you can see the smooth transition effect, as well as for the social media icons. You can see perfectly aligned exactly at the center, giving a prominent look. And you can see that in the dark mode as well. You can see perfectly aligned exactly the center, neatly aligned, no station, no changes have been made. Very properly made website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Uh, the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. The full tutorial will be added to the YouTube channel. Definitely, if you want for more amazing content, try to visit the channel. And I hope you love it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. A home page with an light mode and dark mode feature. So now let's go to the website. As you can see, right now we are in the navbar. You can see the underline effect below it. Now you can see the animation effect. Whenever you hover onto the main title, you can see art, a few moments, and you can see the underline effect for the navbar. And you can see on theme change button, that is moon button. You can change the theme of the portfolio head home page. You can see how neatly we have done it by changing from light mode to dark mode. And you can see the social media icons that we have added like YouTube, and you can see the hover effect, how neatly it is evolving, and we can see the properly alignment of the social media icons, as well as we have also aligned our uh, icons like our skill icons like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.js as well. And you can see a smooth transition gradient text that we have done. And as you have already seen, we have also added the light dark mode to it, and you can see very cool effect. Uh, you can see the color changes from dark to white color. Now let's go. The home page is made out of, it is responsive. That is, it is also available in tab as well as in mobile version. Let me show you that. So now let's go to the mobile version. You can see this is the mobile version of the responsive portfolio homepage. You can see we have the menu bar also here. There's no transition of menu bar, and we have the light and dark mode feature as well. And you can see the smooth transition effect, as well as for the social media icons. You can see perfectly aligned exactly at the center, giving a prominent look. And you can see that in the dark mode as well. You can see perfectly aligned exactly the center, neatly aligned, no deviation, no changes have been made. A very properly made website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Uh, the source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. The full tutorial will be added to the YouTube channel. Definitely, if you want for more amazing content, try to visit the channel, and I hope you love it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. The entire website is made uh, for professional use, for professional use only. You can use it for your resume. You can showcase your projects over there, and it will be a very good application for your recruiters for your first job that you are looking for. It is a very professional website, portfolio website, and you can make it. It's a very beginner friendly website. Right now we are in the home page. We can see home, skills, qualification, achievements, projects, and contact me. You can see the hover effect on the navbar elements. You can see the theme change button, that is to change from light mode to dark mode. When you click on it, you can change it from light mode to dark mode. Gives a very good functionality to this professional portfolio website. And you can see we have added our image exactly at the center, and we have the information, the biography. Then we added our icons like in LinkedIn, GitHub and Twitter. And we also have the skills section, and you can see whenever we hover on the skills section, the images will move. This is the hover effect that we have added. Then we have the education and experience section. You can see how neatly we have aligned them. Then we have the achievement section. You can see hover effect on them. The icons will rotate 360 degrees, as well as we'll get an borderline. Then we have our projects, because we are using swiper.js JavaScript library. So we have this functionality that we have added. You can see, and you can see the demo button also. Whenever we hover onto it, the arrow will move forward. And you can see this is the contact me form. We have added the informations like our email, WhatsApp number, as well as Telegram. And you can see the border effect whenever we try to enter the data into the input elements. You can see border changes to darker color, that is focus element. Then we have the send button. You can see this is the footer. This is the arrow button to move back to the starting page. As I told you before, this website has light and dark mode. This is the dark mode of the website, and you can see how smooth transition is taking place. The animation is very smooth. How detailing I have done in this project. This is a very responsive portfolio website that you can use for your resume, for your first impression to your recruiters. It will give a very professional look to your resume also. The website is entirely responsive, that is, it is also available in mobile as well as in tab version. Let me show you the mobile version. You can see this is the mobile version of the website. You can see how perfectly they have all been aligned. And you can see that the menu bar I have added at the bottom. At the bottom, you can see I have added the menu bar here. You can see giving an app-like look to the menu bar elements. Just like we open in our mobile phone, right? It gives a very professional look to your website, and the recruiter will be very impressive how you have made it look like a very professional app. You can use your resume too, and you can change the theme here by changing the theme button, which is right beside it, beside the menu element. It gives a very professional look to your resume, and it will give you a very good impression. The entire website is made using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It is a very beginner-friendly project. You can make this. The source code is available in the description, and the full tutorial is all. It will be also be available on the YouTube channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. There are a lot of websites that I've built, and each and every line of code is being explained. Full tutorials are all added into the YouTube channel every day. So definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing content. Thank you so much. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Now let's go through line by line code for this responsive portfolio website. Now let's go to the index.html file. You can see in the header tag, we have linked our fav icon using link tag, and we have linked links icons, and we have linked the striper.css file using link tag. Then we have linked our main CSS file, style.css file. Then we have added the title, that is the Viram Tej as the title of this website. Then we can go to the body section. In the body section, you can see right now we are in the header section. In the header section, we have the main nav bar. In that, we have the anchor tag for which we have added art as the name, and reference is given as hash. And we have given a class name as nav logo. Then we have another div element, that is nav menu div element. Inside that, we have an unorder list, and unorder list. Then we have a list item, and each list item considered has an anchor element, an anchor tag, and inside which we have an I tag for adding the remix icons. You can see RI home line. By adding this class name to this I tag, we can be able to integrate the icons into our website. Here I am using home line, which is a home icon for the home nav element. The same way we have done it for the skills, qualification, then achievements, projects, and contact me. Then we have a close button. This close button is for the mobile version, because in the mobile version we don't have a large amount of space like the desktop, right? We only have small amount of space. So what we do, we will hide the menu bar and we will have a menu icon. So whenever you click on that menu icon, we will get that menu item will be displayed. So that to remove that, we are adding a RA close button. It will be only be available in the mobile version, mobile screen size. Then we have theme change button. Theme change button, we have one. This is for changing from light mode to dark mode. This is one of the function that I have added in this website. Then we have a toggle button for the menu icon. So this menu icon will be visible only in the mobile view. Now let's go through the CSS as well as I will show you the exact way, at what position, how they are aligned. Now let's go to the CSS also line by line, so that you can be able to understand section by section. So first we are importing the font family by using the edited import URL. Then we are using the variable CSS. This is nothing but the root element, right? So in the root element, what we are doing is that whatever the values that you are going to use in the entire website, those values can be given any name. You can see it like this in such a format. You can give the name and you can give the values to it, and you can call these values into the into any section by using the var element. Let me show you here. You can see for the body font family, we are using var body font. We are not mentioning what font it is. But if you go back, you can see the body font is already been written in the root element. You can see in the root element we have already written the body font. So we are just calling the value into our whatever section we want to use, so that you don't have to write this these robotos and sans serif for again and again. So it's one of the cleanest way to write the CSS file. Then we have this is for the responsive typography, that is minimum width is 1024. So below 1024 uh, values for above 1024 pixel size screen size values devices or water devices, these values will be applied. Then we have the base values, that is the starting values that we give to any website. That is star indicates to overall to the website. That is box sizing is quarter box, padding is 0, margin is 0. HTML scroll behavior is smooth. So whenever we're scrolling, the scrolling effect should be very smooth. It shouldn't have any effects, right? So that is the reason we are giving scroll behavior equal to smooth. Then we have body. For the body element, we are giving font size, font family. Then we are adding the background color as well, transition. For dark mode, this is for the dark mode. The background will change and it will showcase the change in color whenever we click on from light mode to dark mode. And for heading tags, that is H1, H2, H3 heading tag, we are adding the color, font family and font weight. For any UL element as well as for anchor element, the basic default styles will be applied, right? So those, to remove those default styles, we are using for the UL element, we are using this style equal to none. And to remove default styles for anchor tag, we are using text declaration equal to none. Then we have the image. For the image, we have the maximum width is 100% and height is auto. Then for the theme element, we are using these nav buttons. The display equal to flex, align items center, column gap is 1.5 m. This is for the mobile version. So what happens is the nav buttons elements will be aligned with the top menu. We can see that it will be aligned exactly the center beside. You can see beside the menu elements, the theme button is located beside only exactly at the center of the exact row. You can see that. Then for the change theme, this change theme is nothing but for the icon we are given the value as change theme. You can see here. You can see here change theme is the class given to this theme button that we have used in this website. You can see this button. For that, we are giving the font size, color, cursor pointer, as well as transition is given to it. Then for the dark mode, so this dark mode is nothing but whenever you click on this button, it will change into dark mode, right? So the dark mode should have some colors, different colors than the light mode colors. So the dark mode colors, when it will be applied, means that whenever you can let me tell you this. So whenever you click on this menu icon, you have this theme change moon icon, right? So whenever you click on this icon, it is located at the top of the button. So what will happen is that if you go to the JS file, let me show you the JavaScript so that you understand it. Menu, this one, dark mode will be there, dark mode. You can see dark and light mode. So what will happen is that first we are taking an element. You can see element by ID theme button. You can see theme button is nothing but the ID given to the theme button that we used in the website. The theme button. So that is fetched here in the JavaScript when we are creating a constant, that is theme button. We are creating two constants, one is dark theme and icon theme, that is a constant theme. Here we are adding the remix icon, RI sun line. This is sun icon that we have added. So first, this one is previously selected topic. If the user is already selected, we want to be stored in our local computer. It will be stored, right? So that thing will be first displayed whenever you refresh the page or when you come back after shutting down and come back to the website again, right? So it will, if you still remember it, because we are using the local storage of your computer here. So for that, I'm creating two get element items and when inserting them in our local storage, and we can by getting the current theme, what we are doing is that we are adding the dark theme or light theme. So here what happens is that, so whenever you can see that whenever you it is in the dark mode, you will be having a moonlight, that means moon symbol will be displayed. In the light mode, we want it to be displayed like sun. So this is nothing but with the item. To make sure that we are changing the theme button at the same time, we are also changing the theme of the website. So what is the previously chosen? So that topic will be added first. Then we have is the whenever we click on that theme button, so what it will do is that it will toggle dark theme. Dark theme is nothing but we are added the dark theme here. You can see for the body element we are changing the title color, we are changing the text color, we are changing the body color, we are changing the container color and IC color. So what is this means is that so first we will be having default color values to the light theme, right? So whenever you click on the button, it will activate the JavaScript file, and the JavaScript file what it will do is that it will add this class, that is dark theme class will be added to the body element, and body is the main section, right? So body is the main section means so these values will change for the body element and will get a dark color theme. So whatever colors you have added, that colors will display in the website, that will change in the theme of the website. You can see here we are also storing those values using the local storage. So because whenever if the user is already changing the dark mode, if he kept the computer to sleep and came back and he opened the laptop again, so he can still have the same thing because we are using the local storage here, and we are making sure that we are saving it in our laptop, what thing that the user have already been chosen. Okay, next. This is nothing but when for any particular section that you want the color to be changed, we can mention those things. Like you can see navbar, nav menu, scroll up. For that, we are changing background color and box shadow is changing for them. And we are also changing for section border, WebKit scroll bar. This is for the scroll bar that we are going to use in the website because I have created one scroll bar using the WebKit. Then yeah, these are the reusable classes. You can say that this container is for each and every section. I have this container. Grid is for whenever I want to have grid elements, like I want to arrange the elements in the grid format. Then I will just simply add this class element that I have, right? So this dot code is there, right? So I'll just add this class element to that particular section. So automatically these styles will be applied to it directly. That is display grid gap is 1.5 run. So section padding is given, section border, then we have section title and subtitle. Then section for the section title we are giving font size, font weight, and margin bottom. You can see the section title and subtitle will be aligned exactly at the center of the image. Let me show you that. You can see skills is the section title and underline below what is section under and subtitle. So they will be aligned exactly at the center because we are aligning using the text align, we are aligning it exactly at the center. And for both title and subtitle, we are adding the font size, font weight, margin bottom values. You can see them. Then main for the overflow is hidden. Then we have the header element that we have discussed, the index.html. Here you can see that we have the navbar has position is fixed, that is it is fixed at the top of it, and we have the bottom is student, left is 0, and g index is given. We have t index that we have built from the root element. Directly we are calling using the var. Directly we are calling using the var element, and then we have the navbar. And for the navbar, we are adding the height, display flex, justify content space between items is center. You can see that here. So the navbar we are adding the displays justify space between is there, right? So we are adding that logo and the space is added between them. Then we have the nav elements. Then we can go to the next one, that is nav logo, toggle and flash. We are adding the color. A title color is added to them. For the nav logo, we are adding font family and font weight. Then for the nav toggle element, we are using display flex. Font size is 1.25 and cursor font is even to. Then we have the media screen max width is 1023 pixels. So below the 1023 pixel value device screens, whatever available, for those only these values will apply. That is nothing but responsive web design. This is very important topic in the web development. So for the nav menu, we want the nav menu to be displayed in the mobile version, right? So in the mobile version, you don't have a lot of space like in the desktop version. We only have small piece. So what we are doing, we are gonna we are gonna make the visibility of the navbar hidden, and we'll convert into a sidebar, and whenever you click on the menu icon, the navbar should be visible, right? For that we are using this position is fixed, width is 88%, left and right is given, and bottom you can see it is minus 60%. So it will move outside of the mobile screen size, because we are adding the minus 60% to it. So what will happen is that because we don't want the navbar to be visible to us in the mobile device before we click on the menu icon, right? So whenever we click on the menu icon, we only want the side item to be visible. So for that we are adding, for that purpose only we are given bottom equal to minus 60%, and you can see nav link hover we are giving color, and for the nav link I tags we are giving the font size. So this nav link close is nothing but whenever you click on the cross icon will be visible to you. So whenever you click on it, it will close automatically, close the nav element for that. And show menu, because we are adding the bottom student, and active link color is given to it. You can see that the show menu is nothing but one and only, then it will help us in making the uh, bottom value. You can see the bottom value is minus 60%, right? So here by giving the show menu as bottom to them, we are going to make it visible. I'll tell you how. So what will happen is that we will have the menu icon, right? So so we'll be having the menu icon. So what will happen is that whenever we click on the menu icon, you. First here I'm taking the nav menu, nav tab and nav close icons. I'm referring them here and using their class names. And what I'm doing is that whenever you click on the nav toggle element, then it will add the show menu icon. So what is the show menu? Show menu class has the show menu class has bottom equal to rem. So what happens is that this 2rem bottom equal to 2rem will be rewrite this bottom equal to minus 60. It will remove this bottom equal to minus 60 and it will replace it with bottom equal to rem. So it will automatically move towards upside, because we are added transition is bottom minus 3 seconds. So with 3 seconds delay will display upside, giving a very professional look to your website. That's how we can combine JavaScript with our CSS and index.html using the class names. So it is very important that you learn everything. You have to be very professional with HTML, CSS and JavaScript if you want to make a very professional website. And whenever you want to remove it, so whenever you click on the cross link, then automatically it will nav list will remove the show menu icon. So what will happen is that again it will, the value will be changed, that bottom 2rem will be replaced with bottom equal to minus 60 pixels. It will replace again, and it will disappear the, it will make the disappearance of the menu icon, menu items. Then we have the home section. We can go to the home section. This is the main. Then inside the main section we have the home section, and you can see we have a div as container. I've already told you container grid, these two values are the basic values that we have already written, and just by adding them to this class we are using those tags directly to our section. Here I'm using h1 tag for adding some information. Then I have the br tag is nothing but break tag, which will break the line. You can see I am Abhiram. Then I have added the break tag. So it will go to next line. Next line is content developer. Then I have added break tag again. So it will go to based on Russia. You can see they are added exactly in different lines. Then we have a div element. Inside that div we have portfolio image. Then we have added two images or SVG files, that is shape waves and circle. You can see here this one as well as this one. So these both are using the SVG files that we have integrated here. Then we have another div, another list unit. We have an anchor tag. Inside the anchor tag, we have an icon tag for adding the remix icons into our website. But as you can see, I have added LinkedIn, GitHub, as well as Twitter. Then you can go to the another div, that is home info div. Inside that div, we have another single div, inside which we have the h3 element for home info title. Then we have paragraph tag for home info description, and the same The same div is copied again for contact as well as for the achievements. Then we have another div that is home info, same div with the above div. We have copied it again. Here we are using the H3 element as well as paragraph element, and we are adding the graduation year and date, and then we are adding the completed projects, 15 plus companies work for 2 plus. This is the same code that has been repeated again. So not explaining, you can see that. Now let's go to the CSS file along with it. You can see how neatly they have aligned towards each sides, and the icons are aligned exactly below of it. You can go here, home container, where the row gap is given, pattern is given. Then for the home data, row gap is 1.5 m. You can see the gap is for 1.5 m for each and every sector. For the home title, we are adding it as section. It's exactly at the center. It is spacing is 3 m, margin bottom is 5 m. For the home blob, we are giving this position is relative, width is 200 pixel, height is 200 pixel. This is nothing but the one, you can see the circular one. For that we are creating a values that is 200 and 290 is the height. That is the reason you can see an oval shape section has been created, background and border is given to it, suitable compared to paper. And border radius is given as 6.5 m. Then we have the price item, that is price item is center, exactly the center the image will be applied. Then we have the home prefill. Inside the prefill is nothing but the border. You can see that entire black color border is there, right? So that is nothing but the prefill. For that I'm giving the width, and I'm adding the height as well as and adding the background color, border radius, overflow, display flex, specify content to center, flex direction. This direction is flex end. You can see you can also use it for adding a flex start also. You can see the image will move towards itself. Then we have home prefill image. For that we are giving width equal to 150 pixel. For the home shape tools and circle we are giving the position is absolute and opacity equal to dot 2. You can see that here both of them aligned with the image. Then for the home shape circle we are adding the width bottom. Then we are adding the height, transition is index. Then for the social elements we are justifying them at the exact root center and display given as flex. Column gap equal to 1.25 m. You can see column gap is 1 Then we have the home social link for each and every element. We are giving the font size, color and transition is given to them. And we want to change in color. So whenever you hold on to this one, whenever you hold on to this button, the buttons that we have, the social media buttons, it will change in color. Then we have the home info. For that we are using display growth for the student. For home info title, we are giving the font size and branding, font weight, and description info number. Then we will add the value student, the font 7, font weight. Then we can go to the next section, that is the skill section. The skill section, we have the skills section title and section subtitle. We have already explained the code for. Then we have the div for skills container. Inside we are using container and web. So these two values that I've already told you will apply directly to this particular section. That is, they will be aligned using the grid. Display will be aligned as grid. To these particular sections. Then we have a div, main div, that is skills container div. Inside that we have a stay element, that is a big element. Inside which we have an I tag for basis. The icon as well as the name that is given as software developer. Then we have the skills info. Inside skills info we have div that is copied again. Here you can see inside one div we have the image, this image, and inside H3 element we have the skills name and span element for skills subtitle. The same thing is copied again for 3 more times. You can see, and we also added the image to it. Then the entire code, that is skills info code, is copied again. It's copied again. The skills content is copied again. It will paste it again. For adding few more, that is computer fundamentals, in that we are using DSA. and we are using the same code that we are used for the skills content one. Go to the CSS. Let me show you the image. So this is the skills image. We have two sections. One is skill section 1, which is software development. Skill section 2 is computer fundamentals. Two sections of data. Then we can go to the standard CSS file. Row gap is given as 3.5 m. You can see the gap is 3.5 m. Then we have skill title. For that we are giving display flex special component center alignment center. You can see the titles are aligned exactly to center for each div. This is one div and this is the second div that we like. So they are aligned exactly center based on their div. Then for the title element, right now we are adding the font size, font weight is added to them, and display data is added to the skills log, skills data, skills info. Then for each skills info, we are having grid template column VP3, one of up is nothing but that the grid will display 3 elements in each row. You can see 3 elements will be displayed in each row. This is one div. So in this one div, we have only 3 elements. And this is the second div. Inside also, we are having only 3 elements for one row. Because we have mentioned grid template columns repeat 3 1 FN. In gap is mentioned here, then we have the speech data. For that, we are using display analysis center, text analysis center. You can see how they are aligned exactly to center. You can see based on the line. Then we have the skills blob. Skills blob is nothing but you can see the circular background, light background color is red. Blob is something with the skills blob that was created. By that we gave it the width to have background color, tolerance is given. Place items in center, exactly at the center. The image will be exactly at the center. You can see that. Then we have the skills blob image. For that we are giving the width. For its name we are giving the font size on the bottom. It was separately we are adding the font size. Then we have an animation for skills, that is whenever you hover on it. So whenever you hover on to this animation, it bounce towards upside, up and down. That is it will move from up and down with a small gesture. Will be done. That is when by using these keyframes. You can see bounce skills. So at 0% it will translate will be 0. At 20% it will translate 5 towards -6 pixels. That is it will go downside. Then it will at 40% it will go, if we compare to 0%, then it will go to -3 pixel in the 60%, and it will come back to normal and at 80%. With 80%, you can see this is how we add an animation by using the keyframes and giving that name. This is the name of that particular function, and we are adding that animation using the animation type, and we are adding that name here. And you can mention the time delay that you want to give, that is 0.6 seconds. Then we have the qualification. The qualification section. The qualification section, we have the same one, that is the statement from section title and span element from section title. Then we have the main container, which is the qualification container. Then we have the main qualification content div, inside which we have next to element. Inside that we have an array, that is the Linux icon that we have integrated using the tag, and we have given the name to it. And then we have another table element, that is qualification info. Inside that we have a div with H3 element for having the dashboard technology BTech. This is the qualification name. Then we have the span elements. One is by the qualification country, and one is by the qualification year. Then the same div element is copied again. You can see this div. This div is copied again for 2 more times, and this entire qualification, this entire qualification is copied again for qualification 2. Here above I have added the qualification for my education. Then on now below I am adding the qualification for my experience. So what experience that I've got is 740. I'm just giving the information. And then we have an image, that is qualification image that we have added. You can see that image here. Dark mode is not visible. You can see that next we can go to the style of CSS file. Here I'm giving version related for the container. I'm giving row gap is 3.5 m. You can see 3.5 m is row gap. Then for the qualification title, I have given display straight, justify content center, align items center. You can see education as well as experience for they have two different blocks, and for each block they are aligned exactly at the center. Then we have publication title info. For that we are giving displays grid and the row gap is student. You can see displays as grid, so they are aligned exactly one by one. And the row gap, the gap between each and every section that we have right here, right? After the years we have gap, then we have the next one. Then we have gap, then we have the next one. So that is given here. Space grid, row gap is 12. Then we have the qualification name. Inside that qualification name, for the qualification name, we are giving the font size and margin bottom. And for the qualification content here, we are giving the display block, font size and colors added to it. Consider. Then for the qualification name, we are adding the weight equal to 150 pixels. That position is absolute. You can see the tab is this. Then bottom is children. And we have transform equal to rotate to reduce. Then we have the opacity equal to 0.1. Then we can go to the achievement section. Then we can go to the achievement section. This is the achievement section. Let's go to the third. You can see in the achievement section, we have the same one that is listed for the section title and span for the section subtitle. Then we have the main div. Inside that div, we have the container and grid. So grid CSS and container based value CSS value should be allocated directly. Then we have the main div, that is the achievements card. In that achievements card, we have an alt type for RA trophy element, that is for the icon. Then we have history element for achievement title, and we have the paragraph element for achievement description. And then we have achievement border. For to add the border, we are using the div element. And the same div element is copied again. You can see this. You can see this entire div is copied again. This entire div is copied again. For adding two more achievements, you can add as many as you want. Let's put the CSS. So for that achievement container, we are justifying content to center. You can see every 3 divs we are using 3 divs, right? The 3 divs are aligned exactly to the center of the web page. And you can see that you have achievement card, the visual is related. For each card, we are adding the width is given, height is fixed, and background color is given as container color. Then text line is center. You can see every data is aligned exactly to the center. You can see data is not moving towards right side or towards left side. They are adding exactly at the center. Then we have for I tag, we are giving the display is block. Then we're giving font size, color, and margin bottom is given to it. Then we have the achievement title, for that we're giving the values, and we have achievement border, width and height is given. You can see achievement border. Then we have is that hover effect. Whenever we hover onto the achievement card, it will rotate 360 degrees. The icon will rotate 360 degrees. You can see that when you hover onto this icon, the cup icon will rotate 360 degrees because we are having the hover effect. And whenever you hover the hover effect on the card, at the same time we will also show the border value will become 1, because you can see here we are creating an achievement border, but we are keeping opacity 0. So opacity 0 means it will not be visible to our human eye. So what we are doing is that whenever we hover onto the card element, we are making that opacity equal to 1 for the achievement border. Then you can see that you can get a border line. You can see this border line is not there for the remaining two. So whenever you hover onto the card element, the trophy will rotate 360 degrees as well as the border will display. That functionality is added here. Then we can go to the project section. This is the project section we have. Then go to project section, then we have HTML element for section title, then we have the span element for the section with subtitle, then we have the main container div, then we have another div for the project container. Inside that we have each and every div. We are using the swiper wrapper JavaScript library here for this smooth transition that we can use for displaying our projects. That is the reason we are using the swiper wrapper. And we are giving the project 1. You can see for the project 1 div, we are creating the first div. Inside that we have the image, project image, then we have a div inside which we have the span element for adding the subtitle of the project, and we have the title of the project. Then we have an anchor tag. to add the I tag inside it, that is the arrow right icon, as well as demo link. You can also add any reference to that particular project by adding them in the H reference. So the same project one is copied again for two more times. Then we have added a div element for the side for arrows. You can see these arrows here. One is for the right side, one is for the left side. So that is the reason we are added arrow right side and arrow left. So these two divs act as arrow elements. As a swiper pagination is the div that is created for adding these three dots. You can see at the bottom. That is nothing but the swiper pagination div that we have created here. Then we have contact section. So first let's go to this uh, project, right? So let's go to the stylus CSS for the project element. The project container overflows initial display is equal to grid for the grid, and visible content is center. You can see the project aligned exactly at the center, and we have the project image. For that we are giving the width, the border radius is given, and margin bottom is given to them. You can see the border radius, by applying border radius we are getting curved, slightly curved edges to the image. Then for the project image, for the project subtitle we are adding the font size and color, and for the project title also we are adding font size, margin bottom and margin is added to them. Then for the project button, we are using align flex. We are aligning them exactly at the center. Then you can see for the project button I tag, you can see this icon that we have, right. So these icons we are adding we are applying the font size and transitions applied to them. And whenever we hover onto these buttons, you can see the translate text will move. That is, whenever you hover onto this demo button, you can see this demo button here. It is very close. The arrow is very close to the button. But when for the second one, it is far because I hovered onto this button and it will move towards forward. Then I click the photo of it so that you will be able to understand what will happen when you hover onto the demo button. So when you hover onto the demo button, the arrow will move forward, creating a transition effect. Then for the project container, we are adding the swiper button next, and preview buttons we are adding. You can see both buttons. The preview button, this is for the next button, this is for the previous button. And for that we are adding the width, the height is given to them. Margin font size are also given to them. And we are placing them using right and top values. You can see by mentioning those values, we are placing them exactly beside both divs. Then we have the slide button, and then we have the slide page initial bullets. You can see bottom for 0 because they're aligned exactly the 0 section of the project section. And for them we are giving the background color is given opposite is initial for them. Then we have the contact section. Where we are in the project, now we are in the contact section. You can see in the contact section we have the SO tag, there is heading tag for section title, and we have the span element for section subtitle. Then we have the main container div. Inside that div we have the contact content div. Then we have H3 element for adding the contact title, that is the text me, and we are also adding the I tag, that is remix icon, that I have added chart icon. Then I have used another div for contact info. Inside that div we have a smaller div, that is contact data div. Inside that we have span element for adding the contact data title, that is email, and contact data info, that is email is provided here. The same div is copied again. The same div is copied again for WhatsApp and for adding the Telegram data also. And then we have another div that is contacted. Inside this we have added copied exactly. Then we have another div that is the contact content. Then we have an HT element that is have unique ID that I use for the heading tag, and we have also added send to plane icon to it by using the I tag. Then the form is used here. For the form, I'm using a div element contact form div. Inside that I'm using a label, that is the name. Then I'm using an input tag for adding the input element, that I'm using the type is text. And for the same way, that same div is copied again for email, and I'm also mentioning type is equal to email. Then I have the label for message. Then for the message one, I'm using the text area, not using input, because I can add text area will give more amount of information that your user can provide. Then a small information you can see here in the contact image. You can see the text area is larger than the input areas. For name and email, it is small because we are using input. And for the message text area is large because we wanted the user to specify more information. Uh, when we have the send button, we have send button we have. Then let's see that we go to the footer element. The footer we have the footer main date, that is with the footer title using HTML element. Then we have the paragraph tag. Then we have a order list for the links that we have added using the links list item and anchor tag, and we have referred to using them as a reference so that we can be able to go to that particular section. Today I'm only adding home, skills and project section in the footer element. Then I have the another list, that is the footer social elements, which I'm using anchor tag, and inside that anchor tag I'm using an I tag, that is icons that I'm adding Linux icons, LinkedIn, GitHub, as well as Twitter. Then I have a span element to add the copyright or user button for the footer element. Then I have the scroll up anchor tag that is will be available in the website, that whenever you click on this button, it will move back to the starting slide. Then I have linked to the scroll reveal JavaScript library using the script tag. I've also added the swiper bundle JavaScript library. Then I've also added the uh, email one is for adding the email. Then one is for then the main JavaScript file, that is main.js. This is JavaScript file. Now let's go to the contact. In the contact, you can see that we added the container, and then we have the contact title, that is display flex. So you can see that's the contact image. I show the image. The contact name and is added exactly with the center. You can see along the victim just for the center. Column gap is given to it. Font size font weight will apply to it. And for the tag, we are adding the font size and font weight added to them. And the info, data, and form, we are adding display split. So they are aligned exactly in the quick format. You can see. Then we have given for the contact data. Then we have contact data title and info product. We are adding the font size, font family, color. And for the contact button, we are adding the maximum width, and we are adding the display align items center, color and font size is given to them. Then we have the contact button, and then we have the contact button is over. So whenever you go onto it, the eye will move forward. You can see this arrow icon will move forward because we are giving transform translatic x is equal to 0.25 m. Then we have the contact form, the position is relative, and we have added them. Then we can go to the contact form input. For the input is nothing but, so whenever we click on this button, whenever we want to enter any data into it, so it will the border will change. The border will change. Then we have the color effect. Then we have the contact button. You can see font size, font weight, cursor, outline values are only given to it. Then we have the status color. Color red, color blue is given for the status, that whether the information is given is the correct one. Then we have the footer. For the footer, we are adding text in the center. You can see the footer, they are aligned exactly the center. All items, links and everything. Title, font size, font weight is given. Footer social and footer link, we are adding display scope, justify contact is center. You can see the links that I have added, that is form, skills and projects, as well as the social icons. They are aligned exactly the center of the web page. Then we have for links, social link item, and whenever we hold on to the link, we are going to branch it y, that is full node website. Then we have the footer copy element. Then we have the social scroll bar. To create our own scroll bar, we are going to use the webkit scroll bar here, and we are mentioning the width of the scroll bar. You can see this is the width of the scroll bar. Then we have the border radius, and we have the background color is given to it. And the hover effect, you can change your background color is changed. You can see here also VS also, whenever you hover onto it, the color will change into light by little more light. You can see this is scroll up button that we have added at the bottom of the page. In the bottom of the page, we are added this scroll up button, right? So that button is what the button is nothing but whenever you click on that button, it will move you back to the starting page. For that, we are adding the font size values, and then we have the breakpoint that is for the responsive web design. Responsive web design is nothing but first you create the website in mobile version or in desktop version, then you will change those values. Small changes will be there, not padding values, the display values that will change, because in the you can see, because we are this is the desktop version, right? So a lot of space you are giving display grid and you are aligning them one beside another, but in the mobile version you don't have that much space, right? So in that, what will happen is that we have to change the value, that is display grid. We will align grid template column will be given as 1, repeat 1 after that means this will come first, then below it will end, the form will come. So we'll change that values will be changed in the responsive design by mentioning the width of that particular device. You can see max width responsive that 240 pixel and below values only it will apply. Zero screen size values it will apply. You can see grid template column will be equal to 2. You can see that maximum changes will be that margin border change will be there. Uh, no new values are added here. Only for them only we are changing. You can see grid template column is 1FR, 2FR, and 1FR. It will based on the size of the screen. It will change. The column values will be changing. The display values. Most of the time the display values will change. For large device, this is for the large device. For that, the menu bar will be added. You can see background color, box shadow. Max of the time we will not be adding any new code here. Only you will change the display values will be changing, so you don't have to be like very much worried about. First try to complete the website in mobile version or in desktop version, then change those values accordingly. You can also use the Chrome feature that we have, the inspect feature we have in the Chrome, right? So you can be able to know what size we should give, what either we should give a written the column is 1FR or 2FR, because we want, if you think that we can have more space or not, so those values will be there. So you don't have to be worry about it lot much. You just have to change those values. Small values will be there. You are not waiting anymore. You're just changing those values that are already written. That's all. Right? Okay. So that's it. This is the home page. This is the home page of the portfolio. Then we have the skills, then qualification, projects, achievements, contact. Then see home page 1, 2, and 3. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. And please let me know in the comment section. And the source code is already in the description. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thanks a lot.
Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. The entire website is made for professional use, for professional use only. You can use it for your resume. You can showcase your projects over there, and it will be a very good application for your recruiters for your first job that you are looking for. It is a very professional website, portfolio website, and you can make it. It's a very beginner friendly website. Right now we are in the home page. We can see home, skills, qualification, achievements, projects, and contact me. You can see the hover effect on the navbar elements. You can see the theme change button, that is to change from light mode to dark mode. When you click on it, you can change it from light mode to dark mode. It gives a very good functionality to this professional portfolio website. And you can see we have added our image exactly at the center, and we have the information, the biography. Then we added our icons like in LinkedIn, GitHub and Twitter. And we also have the skills section, and you can see whenever we hover on the skills section, the images will move. This is the hover effect that we have added. Then we have the education and experience section. You can see how neatly we have aligned them. Then we have the achievement section. You can see hover effect on them. The icons will rotate 360 degrees, as well as we'll get a border line. Then we have projects, because we are using swiper.js JavaScript library. So we have this functionality that we have added. You can see, and you can see the demo button also. Whenever we hover onto it, the arrow will move forward. And you can see this is the contact me form. We have added the informations like our email, WhatsApp number, as well as Telegram. And you can see the border effect whenever we try to enter the data into the input elements. You can see border changes to darker color, that is focus element. Then we have the send button. You can see this is the footer. This is the arrow button to move back to the starting page. As I told you before, this website has light and dark mode. This is the dark mode of the website, and you can see how smooth transition is taking place. The animation is very smooth. How detailing I have done in this project. Is a very responsive portfolio website that you can use for your resume, for your first impression to your recruiters. It will give a very professional look to your resume also. The website is entirely responsive, that is, it is also available in mobile as well as in tab version. Let me show you the mobile version. You can see this is the mobile version of the website. You can see how perfectly they have all been aligned. And you can see that the menu bar I have added at the bottom. At the bottom, you can see I have added the menu bar here. You can see giving an app-like look to the menu bar elements. Just like we open in our mobile phone, right? It gives a very professional look to your website, and the recruiter will be very impressive how you have made it look like a very professional app. You can use your resume too, and you can change the theme here by changing the theme button, which is right beside it, beside the menu element. It gives a very professional look to your resume, and it will give you a very good impression. The entire website is made using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It is a very beginner-friendly project. You can make this. The source code is available in the description, and the full tutorial is all. It will be also be available on the YouTube channel. Definitely try to visit the channel. There are a lot of websites that I've built, and each and every line of code is being explained. Full tutorials are added into the YouTube channel every day. So definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing content. Thank you so much. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Now let's go through the each and every page. Right now we are in the home page. You can see the nav bar and you can see the hover effect, underline hover effect, as well as we have included the icons into our nav bar like the briefcase, fire as well as home icon. And you can see the Abhiram is highlighted and we have created a mask using SVG. Then we have the contact. You can see the hover effect, box shadow effect over it. And you can see that we have integrated the social media icons as well as whenever you hover onto it, the color changes. Then you can see that the smooth transition revealing effect is done by using the JavaScript, and you can see the box shadow effect around each and every skill that we have added. And you can see we have also integrated the icons here. Then we can go to the portfolio section, and in the portfolio section you can see when we hover onto it, we will get an page layout, a blur layout, where you can see we have also linked our Instagram, Facebook and GitHub links, so that you can be able to view this website, the portfolio of the projects that we have previously worked upon. Then we can go to the about section. You can see small about section we have here, and then we have the contact me form. You can see that the smooth revealing effect is done by using the JavaScript library, and the animation is very pure. It is a very responsive portfolio website. That is, it is also available in mobile as well as in desktop version. Let me show you the website to you. This is the desktop version. Now let's go to the mobile version of this website. So this is the mobile version of this website. As you can see, this they are perfectly aligned with each and every section is aligned to the exact size of the page. And you can see that we have also added our menu bar here. You can see the menu bar, clearly menu bar, very responsive and moving with a precision to the particular section that we want. And this entire website is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So it is a very beginner friendly website. It is a very much professional website that you can use for your recruiting purposes, also for your resume projects, for your school projects or college projects. The entire website source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Definitely let me know any suggestions in the comment section, and any suggestions if you want to give me also, please let me know in the comment section. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video, and for more tutorials and for awesome front-end web development, definitely try to visit the channel. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Now let's go through the each and every page. Right now we are in the home page. You can see the nav bar and you can see the hover effect, underline hover effect, as well as we have included the icons into our nav bar like the briefcase, fire as well as home icon. And you can see the Abhiram is highlighted and we have created a mask using SVG. Then we have the contact. You can see the hover effect, box shadow effect over it. And you can see that we have integrated the social media icons as well as whenever you hover onto it, the color changes. Then you can see that the smooth transition revealing effect is done by using the JavaScript, and you can see the box shadow effect around each and every skill that we have added. And you can see we have also integrated the icons here. Then we can go to the portfolio section, and in the portfolio section you can see when we hover onto it, we will get an page layout, a blur layout, where you can see we have also linked our Instagram, Facebook and GitHub links, so that you can be able to view this website, the portfolio, the projects that we have previously worked upon. Then we can go to the about section. You can see small about section we have here, and then we have the contact me form. You can see that the smooth revealing effect is done by using the JavaScript library, and the animation is very pure. It is a very responsive portfolio website. That is, it is also available in mobile as well as in desktop version. Let me show you the website to you. This is the desktop version. Now let's go to the mobile version of this website. So this is the mobile version of this website. As you can see, this they are perfectly aligned with each and every section is aligned to the exact size of the page. And you can see that we have also added our menu bar here. You can see the menu bar, clearly menu bar, very responsive and moving with a precision to the particular section that we want. And this entire website is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So it is a very beginner friendly website. It is a very much professional website that you can use for your recruiting purposes, also for your resume projects, for your school projects or college projects. The entire website source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Definitely let me know any suggestions in the comment section, and any suggestions if you want to give me also, please let me know in the comment section. The source code is available in the description. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video, and for more tutorials and for awesome front-end web development, definitely try to visit the channel. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Now let's go to the website. Right now we are in the home page. You can see the hover effect that is done by using the before and after effect in the CSS, and you can see that continuously looping information about the person like graphic designer, video editor. This is done by using typed JavaScript library. Then we have a hover effect on the button, and you can see a box shadow effect around the portfolio image and having a very curved edge towards the right hand top side. You can see giving a very professional look to your website. Then we can see the social media icons at the bottom. Hover effect changes the color of the icons. Then we can go to the next section, that is our skill section. You can see skill section has two containers. One is for technical skills and one is for professional skills. And here you can see the box shadow effect that have been done, and I've also added the icons here. You can see JavaScript, Python, CSS and HTML, and we have created a bar effect that will display the percentage of proficiency that we have in that particular skill. You can see that is also for there for the professional skills also. Then we can go to the education section. You can see for the education section we have added the image as well as the details like what degree you have done and the small information that you can provide about your education. Then we can go to the careers page. In the careers page you can see a small description that is done here, and we have created this professional summary icon by using the CSS styling, and at the same time for the same career goals also. And here you can see we have created a box shadow effect card which gives a 3D look to the website that to the professional website. And you can see we have added some main information here like long-term and short-term goals. Then we can go to the testimonial section.
And in the testimonial section, you can see we have integrated an image inside a text and giving a very professional look testimonial section where the other people have given information about you, how you work about, and you can see the very professionally done box shadow effect here that is added to them. And you can go to the contact me section, and you can see for the contact me section, I have also added the envelope icon here. And you can see this is the contact me form, name, email, and message. And you can see the whole effect on the button. And you can also see the icons that I've added here, like email, phone, and address icons. The entire website is made using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and this website is also available in mobile view as well as in tab view, which gives the professional website a responsive professional website. And let me show you the this is the mobile version. See, this is the desktop version, and this is the mobile version of the portfolio website. And you can see perfectly aligned exactly at the center. And you can see we have a menu bar on the top giving a blur effect to the main source, and we can see a glass morphism type skill section that has been created here. We can see home, skills, education, and testimonial section, and when you click on it, it will post back up again. This gives a very professional look to your website. And the entire website is made using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description. And if you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing tutorials and portfolios. A lot of front-end work, front-end and back-end works you can get from our YouTube channel. If you like the content, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create this responsive portfolio website using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Now let's go to the website. Right now we are on the home page. You can see the hover effect that is done by using the before and after effect in the CSS, and you can see that continuously looping information about the person like graphic designer, video editor. This is done by using typed JavaScript library. Then we have a hover effect on the button, and you can see a box shadow effect around the portfolio image and having a very curved edge towards the right hand top side. You can see giving a very professional look to your website. Then we can see the social media icons at the bottom. Hover effect changes the color of the icons. Then we can go to the next section, that is our skill section. You can see skill section has two containers. One is for technical skills and one is for professional skills. And here you can see the box shadow effect that I have been done, and I've also added the icons here. You can see JavaScript, Python, CSS, and HTML. And we have created a bar effect that will display the percentage of proficiency that we have in that particular skill. You can see that is also for there for the professional skills also. Then we can go to the education section. You can see for the education section we have added the image as well as the details like what degree you have done and the small information that you can provide about your education. Then we can go to the careers page. In the careers page you can see a small description that is done here, and we have created this professional summary icon by using the CSS styling, and at the same time for the same career goals also. And here you can see we have created a box shadow effect card which gives a 3D look to the website that to the professional website. And you can see we have added some main information here like long-term and short-term goals. Then we can go to the testimonial section, and in the testimonial section you can see we have integrated an image inside a text and giving a very professional look testimonial section where the other people have given information about you, how you work about, and you can see the very professionally done box shadow effect here that is added to them. And you can go to the contact me section, and you can see for the contact me section I have also added the envelope icon here, and you can see this is the contact me form, name, email and message, and you can see the hover effect on the button, and you can also see the icons that I've added here like email, phone and address icons. The entire website is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and this website is also available in mobile view as well as in tab view, which gives the professional website a responsive professional website. And let me show you this is the mobile version. See, this is the desktop version, and this is the mobile version of the portfolio website, and you can see perfectly aligned exactly at the center. And you can see we have a menu bar on the top giving a blur effect to the main source, and we can see a glass morphism type skill section that has been created here. We can see home, skills, education and testimonial section, and when you click on it will post back up again. This gives a very professional look to your website, and the entire website is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The source code is available in the description, and if you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Definitely try to visit the channel for more amazing tutorials and portfolios. A lot of front-end work, front-end and back-end works you can get from our YouTube channel. If you like the content, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video.